Welcome back everyone to my Endless Space 2 Let's Play, playing with the Horatio using update 2 of the early access alpha, and I'm playing on endless difficulty. So by the end of last video I'd basically hired my first hero. We can see her here. She's on level 1 basically, so she has no skill points. She does get a bit of extra food and she is kitted out to be a good governor, so I'm going to be placing her on Aldebaran, which is probably going to be my best system long term. And in between videos I actually updated my build list a bit, stuck some new stuff in there. For example, this one, since it's going to be my best system with the most people, going to get that food specialized building in there. Now currently we're well, what I've been doing is trying to get my infrastructure up, especially my production. I'm still doing that. In regards to heroes as well, I get the academy building up next turn, so I should get even more soon. Yeah, so I've been getting up my production. I definitely want to be focusing on getting up a fleet more than ever now, and I should actually be able to do it coming up as well. There's some issues with influence with the Sophons here, so my outlying worlds could come under threat, or outlying worlds. Actually, in between videos I switched that over to influence. It's probably not going to do much. They won't necessarily be able to culture flip me for a while though. The culture flip technology isn't until here, I believe. So that's when they would be able to do it if they got up there. I don't actually know these guys yet, or at least haven't introduced myself. So I will probably be doing that soon, but probably when I'm able to conquer them. Right, I think I've pretty much done everything I needed to do at the start of this turn, so let's get going. Now, I actually just got another pilgrim population, which is great, so I should be able to do some gene splicing in a bit. Welcoming heroes, nice work. With the Academy Embassy built, new heroes will soon start to appear in your empire. Open the Academy screen to learn more. And this is mentioning that sadly we failed on getting a wonder. I just didn't have the production to make it. So it looks like the Lumeris AI nabbed that. And the Ecologist Party has been unlocked. Whether or not I will want them in government in our dictatorship, who knows? I probably won't, since I need production from the Industrialist Party. Population went up on Orm. Our hero got a new level, so let's assign skills here, and with that I can then get to the next ring. That's what I want. So that's extra dust on system and on meager planets. The gas giants seem to be meager, so I might want him on a system that has a lot of gas giants in a bit. Right, let's do our movement for the turn. Okay, look like a lot of minor race ships. I don't know what happened to them then. Production, yeah, I stuck some things in the build list, so more production there in between videos. I should thank you as well, as this is the first video that I've recorded since videos have started to go up on YouTube, and there's been a lot of good feedback and a lot of likes and views so far, so thank you for that as well. Right, I'm going to send a probe up in that direction, I think. And looks like there aren't too many expeditions now, basically anywhere. Well, there's some there which I can't do much about. This needs to repair. I might just leave it there actually. And the other one, let's do an expedition here. And I'll do the lava worlds. I think lava planets are actually, the tech is harder to get than gas giant now, surprising. Right, so let's stay there and do more next turn. Now, tech this turn, military tech we just picked up, so we can now pick up the Dux class ship. Now, I would like that one as well, but I think I'm gonna switch over to the military side of things. So, I would really like improved weaponry. If we could get that, that would be really good. I only actually have to unlock 2 in this level to get that. These weapons are often much better than the resource type ones. The only difference is the resource ones are cheaper in production. Right, so out of these options here, I definitely want some command points in a bit, although I don't need it yet. Now there are two options. One of them is dependent on how many quadrant stages you've unlocked, and I've unlocked 3, so that would be 3 times 2, 6 command points. Now this one mentions is per hull type. Now I believe this one, in theory, should be better, so I'm actually going to select that. They also, I can't select that then, they also unlock cards, but it doesn't really, well, it doesn't tell you what cards exactly unlock, so I can't use that as a basis on my decision, as I've found out previously, which I haven't. So yeah, I'm going to go for that, and if we come into the ships, you can see I've got 5 ships already, so it should be an extra 10 command points in theory. Right, also something which I haven't decided upon yet is actually my second level of development. Now before I thought this was only given 2 points, 2 influence points per population, but it says 10 actually, so maybe it hasn't changed, and this, because of that, maybe it's much more worthwhile, even if influence isn't all that great. It's still good for culture flipping and defending against it, definitely. So I may actually want that on the second level. I'm not going to make a decision quite yet, but I should really start too soon. I've got enough to do one probably. I'm going to increase the level here. Now my dust actually went up quite a lot last turn, I believe, because of that. So that's really coming in handy. Getting 25% back. In fact, I've actually got enough to increase these even more. So what this does increases all of these a little bit. So that's going to come in handy, and that stage is much more expensive. Next, trade company is going to get unlocked at that stage. And let's come into the marketplace here. So I haven't shown you ships yet, have I? I could actually be buying ships, but these aren't all that great, to be honest. If we take a look at this one, yeah, the stats aren't good at all. I could in theory buy them and then upgrade them though, but I would need even more dust for that. The stats here wouldn't even qualify for my main quest, but this one is actually much better. So I'm tempted to buy that at some stage maybe. Now this ship here, I'm not actually going to click on it because there's a bug linked to it. This is actually the second time I'm recording this part of the video. Because of that bug, I had to reload. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. The finalized version of this update, or the one that's not in the beta tab on Steam, is going to be released at the end of January. So this version's a tiny bit buggy still. I'm going to watch out for the odd thing perhaps. Right, research is done for this turn. I think my movement is done. And yeah, that's it. So let's end the turn. Hopefully it'll be compatible with the next version of this save game. I better record a lot before then, I think, or just hope. Right. Okay. We got a new population. Nothing's hit the pop cap. Earlier on... Ah, shit. Okay, right, I've got a bug again. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna have to load an autosave. Okay, I've loaded an autosave and it looks like everything's okay. There was a graphic glitch with that bug then. Right, so the population went up. Yeah, none of them have hit the pop caps. Before, there was a brief moment where I hit some pop caps where maybe I could have moved some population around actually. Using this spaceport feature, but it's only like a turn or two of it. Right, I've got a couple of these ships. I'm just going to keep them there. That culture's getting ever nearer. Right, so Orm have finished some production, and in fact, there's no more production for it to do here, by the looks of it. Right, so what the hell am I going to do here? There's a shipbuilding that gives extra XP. That would be a nice one to get in. It's growing pretty freaking quickly. I may even have to colonize a bit more here, but yeah, it's starting to get ships. That may be what I'll be doing shortly. Okay. And what next? looks, yeah, I think that's it for the turn. So next turn. Okay, hero got an upgrade. Research got done. I need one more, and that's in the ship list to get up to level 4 weapons, I think. Right, more population again. 10 of 13. I should really be considering whether or not to move my hero then a bit, actually. Oh well, she got up to level 3 already. I only just stuck her on there, didn't I? We haven't checked out the academy yet, have I? Welcoming heroes. So there's a hero bar there. And hero odds of the class type you get. This is based on the actions that you do, basically. Looks like we're on course to get an overseer, which I don't want. I want one of those two, which are better for ships. But we'll see what we get in a bit. Okay, and there are 6 heroes in the galaxy, supposedly. We can't see that because we do not own the academy. And I'm not sure anyone does, actually. Anyway, let's check her out in more detail then. So 2 points. She is good, got good at influence per population, and more food. I'm tempted to really go nuts on food with her, actually. Seems that might be a good idea. I think, yeah, let's go nuts on food then, rather than influence for the time being. So that I can get Aldebaran out really quickly with her, in theory. She's really good on teaming worlds, especially. Which, yeah, there's one here. And yeah, literally one, so it's not great for it. She's leveled up. Right, my ships, one's still there. And let's do last expedition I can do down here. Ooh, that's loot, sadly. I got my hopes up then. I thought it was going to be an actual resource on the planet. Let's move that up here. I may even want to... Well, money's looking pretty good. I might be able to upgrade those to more advanced versions and get them exploring perhaps in a bit. Let's get... Well, that's repairing, so I'll keep it there. Right, so Decidius is extra money. Loot, resource. Production. Okay, I've got a couple of things to do there. Research this turn. So how many command points have we got? I should be able to figure this out. Yeah, here we go. So, 1 of 12. Now, what was it before? Maybe it was... I'm sure it wasn't 2. I'm sure maybe it was 4 points before, so that would suggest I got an extra 8 points. Which, maybe it's not including the colonizer. So it's 4... Yeah, I think long term that command point option will be better because you get to pick up... I still got that ship to pick up, which is another 2 points, and that ship, which is another 2 points. So it should be better than that one by at least 2 points, the other command point one. Right, the next tech I'm going after then. I do want to show off short range combat more than long range combat in this Let's Play though, because I used these pretty much all the time last Let's Play. So I'll probably show off those ones in combat in the main. Right. So research is done. I'm going to take a minute out to update this. Okay, that's the completed construction list, so yeah, more production basically. And I've had a change of mind with this as well. I think I'm just going to pick up the survival suits, which aren't exactly amazing probably. But by doing that, I can unlock that and then decide when I have more information what I want here. If it is actually worthwhile picking up, then yeah, I'll have more idea of what I want, and if it's not worthwhile picking up, I won't have to pick it up anyway. So yeah, let's get the armor for the ground combat. I think that'll work out better. Right, so I'm pretty much done for the turn, and yeah, I will end the turn. I think next turn I am actually going to do the development though. make a decision. I think I don't have much of that Giga Lattice, so I'll use that on the third development more than likely. It's got some down here, but it's on gas giants, which you take a bigger approval hit if I were to do them now. So yeah, I'll wait until the third era for those. Right, population has gone up on those systems. Great. Let's get the automated movement done. If I did have that system, it would be on the verge of coming under their influence. Right, I've got Orm, which is finished making those. I think I'm on the point now where I should be actually designing some combat ships by the looks of it, using the weapons that I currently have. So let's come in here and build. Oh, I got an well, let's do the weapon first, shall we? Now, this one actually is a decent chance I may upgrade further, but I'll design some stuff on here. So I've heard that the Horatio actually have more flexibility about the modules they can use than some of the other empires. Whether or not that's true, I think it is true, but yeah, it seems to be the case, doesn't it? There's a number of things listed on these, not just one symbol. So this is going to, main role of this ship is going to be a combat ship, and let's just go for short range, I think. And I go for the basic perfected slugs. I think 16.5. That's actually slightly more damage, but it's at long range. That's torpedoes. And I may have a mixture. I'm not exactly sure yet what I'm going to be doing, but for now, these can have guns. Now, supposedly shields and plating does work vice versa for the opposite weapon type to a small degree now, which it didn't actually used to be the case before. So shields would probably be better in the first place, I imagine, than plating. So I'll go with shields, and I think none of these have hidden things here now, do they? No. I'm going to want one engine on these as well. And the titanium engine is actually slightly better than the Hyperion one, which arguably surprising, maybe. And the engine is crappy. Doesn't seem to be a level 2 option for that one, or level 3 option. Yes, that can go there. And yeah, you can see how expensive they are. Even upgrading to those would be very expensive. Let's apply the design. Okay. And I'm just going to take a minute out to update this. Some of them are on one turn. Okay, so I've tinkered around with this a bit. I could actually start to make ships now, but I'm going to wait a couple of turns because that will be unlocked in a couple of turns. I can upgrade my ships even further, so there's not much point in making ships that I would have to upgrade, really. It's only going to take a couple of turns. Right, let's do system development then before I forget about this again. So let's come into here and yeah, select components. So I'm going to do Jadonix, which doesn't actually show you how much you're making here, but I'm going to add that in, and I'm also going to add another blue cat mold. So confirm. Right, so that decision is now made. Now I should probably actually add that somewhere. I'm going to stick it on just because it's got terrible production here, and the extra 50 boost would be pretty freaking good. So yeah, let's get that up and running. And resource wise, I'm kind of at the mercy now of getting that up quickly. Blue cap's a lot more than that. I should maybe even buy some Jadonix in the marketplace if I can get any. Can I? Yes, I can. So let's buy all of those. And you know what? Well, I don't actually know anyone yet, do I? So is there a point in advertising? Probably not. But when I do introduce myself, I'll do an advert for Jadonix, I think. Right, let's end the turn. I could probably arguably upgrade my scout ships now, since they don't need weapons from this era. I do have enough money as well. Maybe I'll do that this turn. Right, let's do the movement anyway. Has that reached there? Yes, it has. Okay. Population, any hit caps yet? No, but Kochab is on the verge of doing so. I wouldn't mind getting a terraforming tech for that, but it might be a while before I do. Might just ship population out instead. Right, this hero has a new skill point, and yes, possible to. But if I click that, that bonus is pretty rubbish by the looks of it. That's fleet. That's influence on system, 15%. Okay. It's happiness. Let's get that one, I think, then. Seems like the best one. Maybe a bit tempted by the happiness one. The science isn't much at all, really, is it? Okay. Get much more of system development. Okay, those colonies are looking rather good. Okay, I've got some stuff to do in there by the looks of it. Let's come in here and update these then. The revealer ship. Right, so I am going to want to use the best scanner type, which is not that one, I think, or is it? 3-3. Right, that's a delivery mode. Let's use these then. I kind of want a weapon, just in case. Or do I? I mean, if I come up against a colony ship, I could kill it, but other than that, one getting on these isn't going to make a difference, is it? So, forget about the weapon. What could I have instead? An engine to get it going where it needs to go a bit quicker. I mean, I could put 4 scanners on it, potentially, and there's actually reasons to do that. Yeah, you know what? I think I will put 4 scanners on it because it gives you vision area as well as the probe stock. So I think I might switch them round to an engine in a bit, but for now I want at least one that has crazy vision, I think. So I should be able to upgrade that one, and yeah, that's going to be quite expensive to do. It's 2,000 odd credits, and might not even be ever worthwhile to upgrade these. Actually, it's probably more worthwhile just to make them. Right, so these planets, looks like I've got a system development done again. Do I want that up on here? Maybe, but I'll stick that in, I think, first. And Orm, also get tech up. And Stradrus. Let's also get. Have I got the? Yeah, I've just made the ship thing, I think. Let's make that there. Let's come into systems, and I think it gets a production boost, that one. So I think I'll stick it on. Well, should I bother with Othros? I mean, it's one planet system. Yeah, I guess so. In a bit. I'll figure that out later, actually, that system development. Right, that's it for the turn. Let's end the turn. Right, this turn, I just got that new level in military research. So I'm going to be making ships now this turn, I believe. Okay, finally complete that, get our production up even more. Looks like the Doyevans have moved to Aldebaran from over here, I'm guessing. We can also now do the gene splicing this turn. It might be, I'm not sure if it was last turn or not. So we've got enough pilgrims, and if I were to gene splice these guys, we get 2 research for all of our Horatio. I'm going to do that. Now the problem is my Horatio are going to cost an extra 5% in food to keep fed now. Well, with the do evens, yeah, there's more food there. That's going to be good. So hopefully we're not lacking on food too much, or we might be. Yeah, just on Coachab though, which is almost at the pop cap. Right, production, I'll come to that shortly. Research. So yeah, we're all at level 4 now in weapons. A couple of laws have been unlocked, and looks like there's a text error for one of them. There's an extra manpower module there. And we now have access to armor and more maximum manpower, which is debatable whether or not it's worthwhile. Okay, so I think the next tech I'm gonna go for is that one. Let's unlock another hull type, get more command points, and also, yeah, we'll be able to make those, which is great. And I may want to upgrade then. Got to make a decision here, I think. Right, it's only going to take 2 turns. Okay. Let's actually come in here then and start to upgrade these a bit. Right, I've got guns to do, so let's, yeah, upgrade those. And shields. I don't think that's changed, no, so let's apply design. That's how expensive. Right, apply design, and the imposer. Which looks very centipede-y, millipede-y. Right, so let's take all the modules off so we can. Now you can see that's a double module on that ship. That's a normal one. That's a blank one, so you can stick anything there. What's that? That's 2 instances. So for now, I'll stick that. And I'm going to want some shields. Definitely want an engine. So that can go there. It's not a double slot now, is it? No. I think I'll have one more shield. I could have some special modules. There's a repair thing. There's manpower ones, which you probably won't need. That's increased damage from weapons. But I got one more module to stick on. I think I'll just stick on another. Well, I could stick on plating, I guess, but I'll go for the shield. Right, so let's apply design, and they are going to be rather expensive. That's one reason why you have to get your production up, and yeah, gonna take a while to make there. Right, what I'm gonna do is take a minute out now to, wow, that's been colonized. I'm gonna take a minute out to update this and stick some ships in the build list. Okay, so I've updated the build list this turn, and I'm going to be starting on getting some combat ships out. That gets fully completed this turn, and it will start on that. And I've got a tiny bit of stuff that's been finished there. The reason why I'm not sticking in a ton of ships currently is because I'm going to actually change the tech I'm going to go for. I think I'm going to upgrade the Marcio class. Is that the combat one? Let's double check this. Yeah, the Marcio is the attack one. I think I'll upgrade that one, and this is only going to take me a turn, so I get extra modules on that and extra maximum manpower on it, and I'll be able to make a ton of them next turn, get that quest completed, get a decent fleet out. Now, there's actually some peculiarities I've realized with the battle card systems. Recently we picked up new cards, of course, and I can show you them now, and also unlocked another slot. So the cards that I believe it gave us that are new are Hard Target, Post-Op Analysis, and Repair and Recovery. Now both of these are probably best used against battles that you don't expect to be much challenge, I imagine, those two. Maybe for that one if you expect to take losses actually, and that one's just a defense one. So I definitely need to stick one in here when I've made up my mind. Some peculiarity I've figured out or realized with the card system is that all of the combat related ones, not the post ones, they all seem to have ships in certain formation, but this is what they will line up likewise, how they will line up, and yeah, you probably want to match that with your weapon ranges, arguably. Now they all have a medium slot in almost all of them. That one isn't actually a combat one. But yeah, so medium slot ships are probably going to be pretty important, I imagine, for every single card, since they all use them. Which means I would probably want to have a certain amount of medium range weapons. And if we take a look at the weapons, there isn't actually a single weapon here that has 100% in it for medium, apart from that one, which is actually a beam weapon, which I didn't really want to use because I used that in the last Let's Play. So I'm not really sure what I should be doing. Arguably I should be using some of them in my fleet if that's the only 100% at medium, and you will in effect have to have some ships at medium range in a big fleet. I don't really want to split up my weapon types as well. I probably want all of kinetic, or all of kinetic or missile, or all of laser or beams. But yeah, there's definitely some peculiarities there, which I don't know an awful lot about yet. Got to test it out. So I think I'm done for the turn anyway, so let's end the turn.